Good afternoon, everyone. I think we are on right now. Late again, I'm afraid. I was having too much fun, and I haven't done anything since last time we did TCOS. I was minding my business and looked at the time. It was already 31 minutes past, so here we are once again with the latest on TCOS and looking around the world in Tropical Cyclone. Formation alerts maybe, and what might be on its way. We'll have a whole look at everything. And today we're looking at the 12Z model runs because that's obviously the latest it would be at this time of day. So that's why we have the TCOS windows all in 6 hourly windows to correspond with the model runs. As you can see, today's 12Z a little bit late actually. It's still only just coming out. So that's why we have windows at 10:30 a.m. UTC, 4:30, and then obviously 10:30 p.m. and 4:30 a.m. But I don't think you'll ever catch me doing a 4:30 a.m. run. Alright, so let's have a look at what we can see in the Atlantic. First, another windstorm developing off Newfoundland. Then there's that little curious feature there near the Azores. Into the 3-4 day period now. But I pretty much guarantee you that that will not become anything. And then it gets really choppy because you can see that half of these things haven't come out. But it's pretty clear that nothing else forms. That 995 there developing. Can't quite tell what it does, whether it becomes that or what. But there we go. Atlantic obviously not going to produce anything right now. You can see at the top was yesterday's TCOS, and that might be in for some changes shortly. Eastern Pacific is doing nothing. Excellent. Central Pacific, yep, nothing at all. The Western Pacific, sometimes it can throw us one in January, can't it? But at the moment we have nothing on the forecast. Very good. Indian Ocean. The Meteo France was hinting at a low chance not long ago, but I really can't see anything there that's going to become anything on that side. Late on in the run there, that's hour 180. Western side of Australia, pretty dead. But here's where all the interesting stuff is. The eastern side of Australia and out over the Coral Sea and the South Pacific. So, last night we were pretty damn sure that 99p was a... That one is 99, right? And not 90? I can't remember which is which. But that one was a TD. And it's hard to tell right now what it is. Looks like it's still got its circulation, no problem. Just looking at satellite imagery on my other screen. Yep. So the real question to address now is whether it's become a tropical storm or whether it's still got only TD winds. Let's check ASCAT from earlier. It was this morning, 9:49 a.m. and it saw winds of 30... Why is it coloured that way? Oh no, there's 35 knot barb there. That was earlier today. So it would have been a tropical storm earlier. Whether is it still one? That's what I'm trying to ascertain now. I would err on the side of caution and say that it probably is. Don't know whether it's weakened since, but we'll go for it. And we will say that this system B1 on mine is at just about 19 south, 175 east, and is a tropical storm with winds of 40, and we'll go with the GFS pressure there, 998. So that there is a tropical storm. doesn't really impact TCOS very much, whether something becomes a tropical storm or not. It's whether it impacts areas and whether it gets stronger than 50 miles per hour when the winds start to get more risky. So you can see there it's impacting the islands, some of the islands in 24 hours, certainly hitting some areas with storm force winds. Putting in the information now. Are there any areas that might have a 10% chance of 50 knot winds? Not really. But on that latest run it really deepens. And down it goes towards New Zealand late in the run. Too late to factor into TCOS though, but the peak can be factored in. That would suggest probably a category 2 there. And that ups that point score a little bit more to 20. Have I done everything right here? Just trying to... Yeah, okay. So that's that. What about the Australian system? The other one. The other Invest, which we've marked C1. Location 14 south, 148 east. And that is... I've just been distracted by something. So yeah, that should have an ASCAP pass as well. So let's see if we can look at that just before we go any further. Or did ASCAP miss that one? They sort of missed, did they? Oh, I can't tell now. No, that's not the right one. Let me look for the right one. Just trying to get hold of ASCAP. Yes, they got a hit actually at 11:29 this morning, and they found 30 knot winds. So convection blowing up as well. It's looking decent on satellite, but it's not got a closed center, so it's not a TC. But it does have 35 mile an hour winds, and we'll give that 1001 that GFS shows there. I think that's the color we use. But obviously it's much improved, so its percentage chances will be right up. And looking at what it does, we'll probably give that... hard. Well, I'm always quite... conservative, so we'll give it 60%. So 60% on that, and a landfall in Australia in 48 hours. That'll give it some points, although it won't be that strong. All the points going up because it's going to affect Australia. That gives it a bit of a points dump as well. So that's really interesting. We've not factored in the demand yet, so those scores are going to rise. Check the Southeast Pacific. This area, there are more systems you can see bubbling up on the later part of the model run, but it's too far out for us to consider today. The Funny Basin, South America, you never know. There's that system there, but that's quite clearly not tropical. And that's been trending away. It had a little inkling that it could have been subtropical a few runs ago, but certainly not now. Nothing in the South Atlantic, you'll be pleased to hear, and in the Mediterranean, a whole lot of nothing there as well, and windiness in the Northeast Atlantic. Alright, so let's get the demand factor for these two systems that we've marked, and it hasn't gone up that much actually. 22 and a 20. This will be as of 17 UTC, January the 8th. And that is our TCOS right now. A tropical storm and a 60%. I think that's everything to mention. Oh yes, but just that TCOS in the future now will probably be at 4:30 p.m. UTC, and whilst we're here, may as well plug some things. Force 13 Sundays tomorrow at 3 p.m. UTC. It's a daytime one tomorrow for our Eastern audiences, followed by the after party in the Discord server, Force 13 public Discord. If you haven't joined yet, take a look. And on when is it? Monday night? Or is it Tuesday night? Monday night. It's the 2021 Atlantic Hurricane Season animation. Wow. Insane. But from here at Force 13 HQ, I'll be saying goodbye now. We will be doing storm updates on these two systems this evening, actually. I will be doing an update on the one near Fiji at 21Z, which is 4 hours from now. Until then,